Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're talking about binge eating. So binge eating disorder is the most common eating disorder in the United States. Binge eating is about more than food. It is considered a psychological condition. So in today's video, I will give you some helpful tips to help you overcome your eating habit. But first, let's talk about how to know if you are a binge eater. If you find yourself eating large amounts of food, particularly junk food, and then feeling guilty afterwards, that is binge eating. When you binge on a regular basis, this can lead to weight gain and contribute to health conditions like diabetes and heart disease. The good news is there are plenty of strategies you can try, both at home and with the help of a professional, to overcome this eating disorder. The first tip I recommend is to stop dieting. Studies show that restrictive diets may trigger episodes of binge eating. This was so true for me when I would go on a diet. I would feel so restricted that I would give up and just go crazy eating everything I could get my hands on. And then I would beat myself up and feel guilty afterwards. I did this cycle for years before I learned how bad it was, not only for my physical health, but for my mental health as well. Instead of following diets that focus on cutting out food groups or cutting calories, focus on making healthy, sustainable changes. Eat more whole, unprocessed foods, and moderate your intake of treats rather than excluding them from your diet altogether. The second tip is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice that involves listening to your body and paying attention to how you feel in the moment. This can help you prevent overeating by learning to recognize when you no longer feel hungry. Try eating slowly and enjoy your food to promote healthy eating behaviors. I did a whole video on mindful eating a few weeks ago, so if you are interested, I will link the video right here. Tip number 3 is to stay hydrated. Many times we mistake thirst for hunger because your stomach can growl whether you're hungry or thirsty. If you drink plenty of water throughout the day, then you know your growling stomach is most likely hunger and not thirst. And I had always heard this growing up, but never really believed it until a few years ago when I actually tried it. I had just woken up and was about to work out, but my stomach was growling so loud. I don't like to exercise with food on my stomach, so I chugged some water from my water bottle and started my workout. A few minutes later, I realized my stomach wasn't growling anymore. That's the moment I finally started believing in this tip. Tip number 4 is to manage stress. You can start to manage your stress by doing things that enhance relaxation. Practicing relaxation helps encourage healthy eating habits and reduces the risk of emotional eating by decreasing levels of stress hormones like cortisol. Just 10 minutes of daily yoga, deep breathing, or meditation can help you relax and manage stress. Tip number 5 is to keep a food and mood journal. Keeping track of what you eat and how you feel can be an effective tool for overcoming binge eating. It can help identify potential emotional and food triggers and promote healthier eating habits. Start recording what you eat and how you feel each day by using a journal or a food tracker app. Okay, tip number 6 is to increase your protein intake. Increasing the amount of protein you eat can help you feel full and help control your appetite. One study found that increasing protein intake by 15% helped participants reduce calorie intake, reduce body weight, and reduce fat mass. Try including sources of protein such as meat, eggs, nuts, seeds, and legumes in each meal to keep cravings at bay. Tip number 7 is to plan your meals. Planning meals can help ensure that you have healthy ingredients on hand to use for nutritious meals. Meal planning makes it easier to stick to a regular eating pattern, which has been linked to a decrease in binge eating episodes. Also, measuring out portion sizes and putting the extra food away may help you avoid a binge. Try setting aside an hour or two each week to plan out your meals and prep them. This might sound time-consuming, but in the long run, you save a lot of time when you already know what you are eating. And my last tip is to get support. If you have tried the tips above and you can't seem to stick to them, it may be time to get some accountability. You can try talking to a friend about your binge eating or joining a support group. There are many free support groups on Facebook and probably in your community too. I will link my Facebook group in the description of this video. You can also get individualized help from a professional. Many professionals use something called cognitive behavioral therapy. This has been shown to be the most effective form of therapy for binge eating. Cognitive behavioral therapy explores the connection between your thoughts, feelings, and eating patterns, and then develops strategies to modify your behavior. And this is what I use in my one-on-one coaching program. Not only has it worked for me, but my clients who try it find it very effective for all kinds of emotional eating disorders. If you are interested in learning more about my rates and services, I will have my website linked in the description box below. Now, I want to know in the comments what tip you found most helpful. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and share this video with someone else. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next Monday with a new video.